Welcome to Gardening Right Now. Today, award-winning African violet grower John deSaavedra is going to show us how he does his final grooming on show plants.
This is an example of Jersey Snow Flakes. I'm going to groom it for show. Let me rotate it so you can see all the way around the plant. It does have a few faults that need to be addressed so that it can look its best. I'm going to give Jersey Snow Flakes a little bit of a bath with a spray bottle, help wash off any accumulated dirt off the leaves. And then I will finish up by blotting, shaking off a little bit of the water and blot the drops off the leaves. Now I'm going to remove any spent or faded blossoms from Jersey Snow Flakes. I see one right here in the center that's completely spent. It can be taken right out. Right below it, there is another blossom that's, God, you don't want that on there. You can snip it very close, take it out. Now we need to look around to see if there's any other questionable blossoms that need to be taken out. Everything actually looks pretty good here. Okay, I'm going to examine Jersey Snow Flakes to see if there are any leaves that needed to be removed in order to improve its appearance. Keep in mind that a marred leaf costs you 1/2 of a point in judging. A missing leaf, especially when it leaves a gap, can cost you as much as 1.5 points. So I'm going to look around, and I do notice that there is a leaf with a scar on the tip. It's kind of ugly, but let's take a look and see what it looks like without it. So the best way to do that is to take some kind of a card, insert it under there, and so can we live without that leaf? I think the answer is yes, we can probably move a couple of leaves slightly over and take that leaf out. So what I will do is I will reach in and I'll insert my finger along the top of the stem until I get to the main stem of the plant. And then I will, it's in there kind of tight, and break it off. And you've got the marred leaf. We may look back and regret that, but we made a decision on it, and if you place these leaves back, it looks like nothing's ever been wrong. Now we want to look around the plant and see if there's any other leaves that could possibly help the appearance. There's another leaf here that's almost completely covered by the leaf above it. This leaf here. And if we mask that leaf again with a card, we can check and see what does the plant look like without that leaf. And if that shows up on the screen very well, you can see that the plant still has basic symmetry. It looks to be about the same shape and size in every direction. And I think the plant will benefit from having that extra leaf out of there. So it's another one where I'll probably reach in, try to snap it off at the central stem. And then you kind of rearrange things back in order. It looks pretty good. We'll continue on around the plant. On this side, we have an overlapping leaf, but I think we have to make a decision there, because if you take this out, it's going to leave a pretty big notch out of it. We may just leave that in there and just try to maximize the appearance of the plant for show. The next thing we're going to do with Jersey Snow Flakes is we're going to slightly rearrange leaves and blossoms to get the best advantage for the plant. And what I could see right now is that this bloom stalk is laying down on the leaves. It'll be better if we can possibly prop it up just a little bit. At least it's not laying flat. You can only bend them so much without breaking them. This, we can kind of guide it out from under there, slightest little amount, and then by the time it gets to the show, it'll relax into that position a little bit. We also want to look for any gaps between leaves, and if you can see this gap here, we can just simply move the leaves a little bit to help close those up. Get the very best appearance of like a shingled roof on a house, to not have gaps in between where you can see in between them. The final step for Jersey Snow Flakes is I'm going to dust off a few little specks of dust and dirt. Believe it or not, when this plant's judged in a show, even a small speck of perlite, like you see here, if you can see it at all, I'll have it pointed out with a tool, that little speck is going to count a point off the same as a marred leaf. So the best thing is to take the soft brush and support the leaf and flick that off until it's gone, and then check around the plant. This is just your final ready for the road, and you'll do this again when you get to the show, but it's good to have them all off because they don't jump off and go away. They just seem to multiply once they're on there. Once you have all that done and you've rearranged your leaves a little bit, you can put the plant up, let it relax, and maybe rearrange it later. But right now this plant looks very good. It's at least a mid-blue ribbon plant, even though it could be fuller with blooms. You have to go with what you have, take off the spent blooms, all count a point apiece to be on there. You can't leave them on. The goal of what you're doing is to enhance the appearance of symmetry, which is basically evenness around the plant, as you could see by rearranging a few leaves and taking a couple strays off. It looks a good bit better than it did. It's going to be a nice show entry.
Thanks for watching. If you like our videos, please like, share, and subscribe.